In this study, we investigated the effects of changing immersive virtual environments on paired associate learning. We showed that matching virtual environments between learning and testing did not significantly improve memory retrieval. However, we found that learning within diverse virtual environments significantly reduced forgetting compared to learning in a constant virtual environment. This research is based on previous studies regarding the environmental context dependency of memory. Specifically, we focused on two representative effects, the reinstatement and decontextualization effects. The reinstatement effect posits that a contextual match between learning and testing enhances memory retrieval. In contrast, the decontextualization effect suggests that repeatedly learning in diverse contexts can prevent forgetting. These effects have traditionally been investigated by manipulating physical contexts in the real world. In this study, we investigated whether these effects can be achieved by altering immersive virtual environments as the environmental context. We conducted a between-participants experiment, in which participants learned 20 Tagalog Japanese pairs 6 times and completed a final test after 2 days. We compared the amount of forgetting during the retention interval across 3 conditions. The first condition was the constant not reinstated condition, where the participants repeatedly learned the word pairs in a constant virtual environment and completed the final test in a different virtual environment. The second condition was the constant reinstated condition, where the participants completed the final test in the same virtual environment as the initial learning phase. The last condition was the varied condition, where the participants repeatedly learned the word pairs in diverse virtual environments and completed the final test in a new virtual environment. This is a first-person perspective view of the experiment system. In this experiment, we used 8K resolution live-action 360-degree videos to manipulate an audiovisual virtual environment. Participants were immersed in a virtual environment using a head-mounted display and learned Tagalog Japanese word pairs displayed in front of them. In the initial study trial, Tagalog words were displayed on the left side, and Japanese words were displayed on the right side. 20 pairs were presented consecutively at a rate of 5 seconds per pair. In the subsequent retrieval practice trial, Tagalog words were displayed on the left side, and participants were asked to orally recall the corresponding Japanese words. After the 5-second response time, Japanese words were displayed on the right side as feedback. During the feedback period, participants self-assessed their answers using virtual cubes in front of them. Participants repeated the retrieval practice trial a total of 5 times. In the constant not reinstated and constant reinstated conditions, the same virtual environment was used for the initial study and all 5 retrieval practice trials. Conversely, in the varied condition, a different virtual environment was used for each trial. We used 7 virtual environments: beach, pond, river, glassland, shrine, park, and building. The final test was conducted 2 days after the 5th retrieval practice. Tagalog words were displayed on the left and participants were asked to orally answer the corresponding Japanese words without feedback. The constant reinstated condition used the same virtual environment as the first day, while the other 2 conditions used a different virtual environment from the first day. The left graph shows the progress of the correct answer rate, while the right graph shows the proportion of forgotten word pairs from the first day to the second day. We found that the amount of forgetting significantly decreased in the varied condition. This is the first study to demonstrate the decontextualization effect using immersive virtual environments. Conversely, no significant difference was observed between the constant not reinstated and constant reinstated conditions, suggesting that the reinstatement effect was not observed in our study. In summary, we examined the reinstatement and decontextualization effects using 360-degree video-based immersive virtual environments. The results showed no reinstatement effect, but demonstrated a significant decontextualization effect, suggesting that learning in diverse virtual environments can significantly reduce forgetting. We believe these findings are particularly useful for education and training applications using VR.